If you've made it this far, it wasn't by chance. God, the universe, and your guardian angels have led you to this exact moment. There's something that needs to be heard, something that time tried to hide, but is now coming to the surface. Do you feel it? That lightness mixed with a hint of unease. It's the sign. Take a deep breath. The words that will be spoken are not just words. They are answers that have been waiting for a moment of silence to reveal themselves. Before we continue, tell me in the comments, where are you watching this message from today? Today, there's a different energy around you, as if the air carries an ancient whisper, an unspoken name, a feeling that insists on lingering. This person, the one who crossed your path and left a mark that time couldn't erase, feels the echo of what you both shared. There's an invisible knot between you, woven from memories that refuse to die. Even though silence has settled in, there's something that vibrates, gentle, like a song still trying to reach the ear of someone who has departed. And within this silence, there is a call. This person tries to move on, tries to appear strong, tries to convince themselves that everything is under control. But their heart is a closed window that still lets in light. And you feel that, don't you? You feel it when you think of them unwittingly, when the wind shifts directions, when the clock strikes that exact hour, when the past whispers again. The universe is showing signs, small and persistent, a number that repeats, a dream that returns, a song that plays at the exact moment you wonder if there's still something there. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual messages. Your guardian angels are trying to tell you there's something unresolved, but true love never gets lost. It only transforms, waiting for the right time. This person feels your absence like a shadow walking beside them. Try to hide it, but emotions don't disappear, they just change form. On some days, silence is the refuge she chooses to avoid facing her own reflection. On others, it's the memory of her gaze that surfaces, like a beam of light streaming through the cracks of a door. Do you notice how destiny sometimes has a curious way of testing the heart? When someone tries to deceive what they feel, the truth finds ways to leak out. Through actions, gestures, and small contradictions, this person may have thought they could move on, that they could erase the bond, but the universe is wise, and what is true cannot be erased. It only gets suppressed for a time until the moment is right to bloom again. There is a spiritual force acting between you even if you don't perceive it. God allows distance when it's necessary to heal, mature, and purify intentions. But never ever does He let true love die, because love is not made only of presence, it is made of connection. And that connection, as distant as it may seem, still pulses. How many times have you felt something inexplicable? A sudden shiver, a thought that pops up for no reason, a memory that insists on coming back? These are small awakenings of the soul, signs that an energy is moving, preparing something that cannot yet be revealed fully. It's as if the universe is saying, wait, it's not over yet. This person carries within them the reflection of what you both experienced. Even if they don't speak, there are memories that visit them in moments of solitude. When the world falls silent, when night descends, it's your name that echoes in their thoughts. But something holds them back from getting closer. Fear. Fear of the truth. Fear of surrender. Fear of shedding their own shadows. The human heart has a curious way of protecting itself. Sometimes it feigns indifference. Other times it chooses silence as a shield. But the soul knows. It recognizes what is true, and that's why it hurts so much to try to forget. Do you feel that vibration now? It's the universe confirming what you already sensed. Nothing was in vain. Every word spoken, every pause, every goodbye, everything has a spiritual purpose. There are hidden lessons in the missed connections, and there are reunions waiting for when the love is ready to bloom again. Perhaps you tried to understand it rationally. You looked for reasons, sought answers, and wondered where you went wrong. But what happened between you two was not just human, it was energetic, spiritual, divine. Life connected you for a greater purpose. Even if you don't know what it is yet, something is being healed in the background of the universe. This person misses the peace that existed when you were nearby. It's not just nostalgia, it's an absence of light. Because your presence had a different energy, something that calmed what was chaos inside them. And now, without you, there is a constant echo. A void they try to fill with distractions, with time, with silence. But nothing can fill what was created by destiny. Have you noticed that silence sometimes speaks louder than any words? It's in this silence that the truth is revealed. The truth that there are feelings that were never erased, that the distance wasn't a total choice but a temporary necessity. God is working in hearts. He removes what is not real but draws closer what is eternal, and what exists between you and this person has deep roots. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far the path seems, the energy that binds you is a seed the universe planted in sacred soil. At this very moment, an awakening is happening. Souls that were once asleep are beginning to remember who they are. Truths that were once hidden are starting to be revealed, and this person begins to realize they cannot deceive their own heart. The defenses begin to fall. The eyes, once cold, return to seek the sparkle that only existed in your gaze. And even though pride still speaks loudly, there's a silent desire for reconnection. Because love, when it's true, always finds a way to come back, even if it's through signs, dreams, or the small coincidences the universe creates to rekindle the bond. You are being spiritually prepared to understand this phase. The universe wants you to look with wisdom, not with pain. It wants you to realize that this silence is not punishment. It's divine pause. It's the interval between what was and what will still be. And within this pause, there is growth, there is healing, there is reconstruction. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel the peace that comes now? It's the touch of your guardian angels, confirming that what is yours in God's timing will find its way back. Nothing is lost when there is purpose. Nothing ends when there is true love. And even if the world seems confusing, remember, the universe works in the invisible. And when everything seems silent, it's because God is writing the next chapter. But before the reunion happens, destiny still needs to go through shadows. The silence, which once felt light, now weighs heavily. You feel the weight of unspoken words, interrupted gestures, promises left hanging in the air. This person, wrapped in indecision, tries to escape the truth, but the truth is starting to leak out. There comes a point where the heart can no longer hide what it feels, and it is at this point that she finds herself now, caught between fear and love, between pride and the desire to return, between silence and the internal scream that echoes. Sometimes, distance becomes a mirror, and what this person sees when looking at their own reflection is the trace of your absence. Life seems to go on, but something is missing, something that no distraction can fill. Do you feel that energy? It's the moment when the universe begins to reveal what was hidden. The disguise starts to crumble, and the truth begins to appear in between the lines. This person tries to seem strong, indifferent, secure. But when night falls and the noise of the world quiets, the heart speaks. And it speaks with longing, with regret, with the desire to return to the place where the soul felt at home. It's curious how fate works. Sometimes it allows separation to show the value of presence. And that's what's happening right now. Time is teaching, with silence and pain, what words could not express. Have you ever felt that someone distanced themselves out of fear, not out of lack of love? Because that's exactly what the universe reveals at this moment. This person didn't flee from the feeling. They fled from themselves, from the mirror that you represented, from the reflection that showed deep truths too hard to face. Fear is an old shadow, but God allows the light to penetrate even the densest shadows. And now, something inside this person begins to shatter, like glass. Every attempt to deny what they feel hurts more. Every unspoken word becomes a weight, and the heart bleeds in silence. The universe is wise. It lets the ego speak for a while, but it never allows it to triumph over love. And it's exactly why you're feeling this message resonate so deeply, because energies are beginning to align again. Life is starting to prepare a new cycle, more authentic, more mature, more spiritual. But first comes the internal confrontation. This person will have to face their own truth. They will have to acknowledge what they tried to hide, what they tried to disguise with distance. And that moment has already begun, maybe in the form of a dream, maybe in the form of a memory, maybe in the form of incessant longing. God is allowing her heart to break, not as punishment but as liberation, because only a heart stripped of masks can truly love again. And when that happens, you will feel it. You will sense it in the air, in the body, in the signs that the universe always sends when something is about to change. But for now, the call is different, to remain in faith, not in waiting, but in surrender. Trust that everything that seems confusing now will be understood later. There is a great lesson being written behind the scenes of your story. You may wonder, why so much silence? Why the wait? And the answer is simple and divine, because God's timing is not human timing. There are souls that need to learn to appreciate what they lost before they can receive it back, and that is what the universe is doing now. This person is being led to see the value of what they tried to ignore, and the truth, once hidden, begins to seep in like light between the cracks. With each memory, each sigh, each moment of solitude, the love that was denied starts to scream. And you are called to remain at peace, to tend to your own garden, not to wait with your arms crossed, but to bloom. Because when you bloom, the universe takes notice, and what is yours begins to move in your direction. Nothing happens by chance, not even the distance, not even the silence, because silence is the language God uses when He wants to teach us something that words cannot translate. Take a deep breath. Do you feel it? There is a movement happening, even if it's invisible. Life is rearranging the path. The truths are coming to light, and what was separated by fear that will begin to come closer again by the power of love. This person thought they could outsmart destiny, but destiny doesn't get fooled. The truth always finds a way to reveal itself, and it is starting to show up now. Stay with me for the next part, because what is about to happen may completely change the way you understand this connection. The universe has already begun to act. Do you feel that this message spoke to your heart? Write in the comments the word that touched you the most today. Do you feel that vibration in the air? As if something invisible is beginning to move, slowly but with purpose. It's not a coincidence, it's the universe rearranging fate. What was once silence now begins to speak. What seemed like an ending is merely a pause. God never closes a story that still holds purpose. This person thinks of you more than they admit. In everyday moments, in random instances, in dreams that feel so real they hurt. Their mind tries to escape, but the heart still resonates in the same tone as yours. God allows distance only when there's something that needs healing, but He never erases true love. He merely puts it to sleep until the right time awakens it again. The pride, once so high, begins to lose its strength. This person tries to convince themselves that they've forgotten, but every memory is a reminder of what still lives, and the soul, tired of pretending, starts to seek the way back. The guardian angels are acting now. You may not see them, but you can feel them. They surround you with signs, numbers, songs, encounters, all with the same message. Trust. What is yours is being prepared. Nothing has been in vain, neither the distance nor the silence. The universe has been polishing two souls so that their reunion happens in a more mature, purer, more spiritual way. This person is being guided to the truth. And the truth is that the connection between you has never been broken. It has simply withdrawn, waiting for the right moment to blossom again. God is rewriting the script of this story, with patience, with wisdom, with love, and you are an essential part of this transformation. Everything you felt, everything you endured has not been in vain. It was your heart keeping alive the energy of what the universe recognizes as true. Do you believe that silence speaks too? It is in this silence that God prepares the most beautiful reunions. In silence, the angels reorganize paths and hearts recognize each other once again. Breathe. There is no loss where there is purpose. The love that is of the soul always finds its way back, not out of insistence, but by destiny. Close your eyes. Imagine a road of light. You walk, and each step is light, guided by something greater. There is no rush. There is faith. There is peace. True love does not fade with distance. It simply transforms, matures, and one day it returns more beautiful. All that is genuine withstands the test of time, the shadows, and the silence. God is working, even when you can't see it. Your guardian angels surround you, calm your heart, and gather the tears you've shed in secret. They know your strength. They know you chose to love genuinely, and because of this, the universe is now preparing you to receive love in its fullness. That person feels. Even without words, even from afar, there is an invisible thread connecting you both, and when the time is right, this thread will pull you together again, like a star returning to the sky. No distance erases what is true. No silence destroys what is divine, because love is the work of God, and what is His work does not come undone. You have been called to believe in the invisible, to look beyond the pain and see purpose where there was once doubt. What seemed like an end was merely preparation. What felt like a loss was just a lesson. Now, life begins to bloom again. Wounds turn into wisdom. Fear gives way to faith. And faith is the portal through which new love enters, whether with the same transformed person or with someone the universe will send at the right time. Smile. The time to start anew is coming. And the universe smiles with you because it recognizes your courage to love and remain in the light. If this message touched your heart, it was meant for you. Nothing here is by chance. God wanted your hands, your eyes, your soul to meet these words today. Now tell me, which word from this message resonated with you the most? Was it destiny, silence, hope? Leave it in the comments. I want to feel the energy that vibrates from your heart. And if you feel this message can comfort someone, share it. You never know who needs to hear what the universe just told you. A simple gesture from you might be the miracle someone was waiting for. Leave your like as well, because when you do, the energy of this message expands, and more people are reached by the light of faith. And if you want to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way each new word will reach you at the perfect moment, exactly when your soul is ready to hear it. Nothing happens by chance, not even this encounter. God has brought our paths together for a moment to remind you, you are protected, guided, loved, and what is true never gets lost. Take a deep breath, be thankful, and let the universe act. The answer you're waiting for has already begun to be written in silence. Thank you for being here. May the angels cover you with light and courage, and may love, when it returns, because it will return, find you smiling, at peace, and ready to live what is destined for you. If this message resonated with you, leave A in the comments, share hope, and remember, God's silence is never absence, it's preparation. The guardian of the word says goodbye, but the light continues within you.